Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Namaste. Bhagavadgita, Chapter 14, Sloka 27. The last and final shloka of this chapter. Brahmano hi pratisthaham amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya cha. In the previous shloka, Bhagavan revealed the way to be free from the three gunas, how to become a gunatita. As a means to attain the status of gunatita, Bhakti Yoga was given as the sadhana, as the means. Bhakti Yoga involves cultivating love towards Isvara, taking refuge at Isvara, etc. Now, a question can arise. What makes Isvara worth resorting to? Does Isvara deserve to be resorted to? As an answer to this question, Krishna talks about the greatness of Isvara in the present shloka. Isvara definitely deserves our love, definitely deserves to be resorted to, because Isvara is the repository of the ultimate Purushartha, the ultimate goal of human life. What an individual aspires to attain in life is present in Isvara. Brahmano hi pratisthaham. Brahman, the literal meaning of the word Brahman is great, the great. Therefore, Brahman is greatness. Human beings aspire for greatness. We want to be great. Right from childhood, we have been taught to say what we want to become. I want to become a doctor. I want to become an engineer. I want to become a collector. I want to become Prime Minister of India, and so on. In other words, all these I want to become imply I want to become great. Human beings aspire to become great, and we are not satisfied at any level of greatness, at any degree of greatness, because even if we become great up to certain extent, we want. Therefore, we can find fulfillment in life when we arrive at the culmination of greatness. The culmination of greatness is in Brahman, because Brahman is the greatest. Why Brahman is the greatest? Because the greatest has to include everything. Let us take Brahman Mumbai, Brihat Mumbai. Brihat means great. Literally, in Sanskrit, the word Brihat and Brahman are derived from the same root, Brihadhatu. There is no difference between Brihat and Brahman. Brihan Mumbai means the great Mumbai, great city. Brihat Bengaluru, the great Bengaluru. When we say Brihat, it is inclusive of so many small localities. Initially, 40, 50 years back, there was a smaller Bengaluru. And adjacent to Bengaluru, next to Bengaluru, there were so many small villages. In Kannada, village is called Halli. There are so many Hallis. Medi Halli, Kodi Halli, Jala Halli. So many hallis, Geddalahalli, so many small villages. Now this Bengaluru grew bigger and bigger. As it became bigger and bigger, it swallowed up all the small hallis. Now the halli is no more a halli. It is a part of Brihat Bengaluru, the large, great Bengaluru. The city of Brihat Bengaluru has included, has swallowed up all the small villages. Therefore, Brihat, when you say Brihat, it includes all the rest. Similarly, the greatest, when we talk about the greatest, it has to be something which includes everything, which encompasses everything, which pervades everything. And that Brihat is Brahman, also called Bhuma, the greatest. Therefore, if we aspire to become great and we are not satisfied with anything other than the greatest, we have to aspire to become Brahman. Nothing short of Brahman can satisfy our aspiration. But fortunately, the Brahman that we aspire to become is not away from us. It is in ourselves. Therefore, the Brahman has to be sought within ourselves. The greatness has to be sought within ourselves. The greatness is in Isvara. Therefore, Krishna says, Brahmano hi pratisthaham. I am the pratishtha, the locus, the repository of greatness. The greatness is in Isvara. And the Isvara is within ourselves. We are not away from Isvara. Therefore, Isvara deserves to be chosen as the goal of life. Because the greatness lies in Isvara. If we have to become great, we have to attain Isvara. There is no other avenue to attain real greatness. Amritasya vyayasya cha. Another thing that we aspire for is freedom from all problems. All problems related to our limited identity as individuals are collectively known as samsara. In Sanskrit, the word the problem of samsara is sometimes referred to as death, mrityu, or mritam. Mritam means death, implying samsara. Death is one problem. There are so many other problems. All are collectively called samsara, mritam or mrityu. Amritam means freedom from all the problems that include physical, as well as psychological. We aspire for amrita, freedom from all problems. Where to find freedom from problems? Any material way of finding problem, of solving the problems, cannot assure us a total freedom from the problems. Therefore, the Vedanta suggests to take refuge at Isvara. Isvara is the locus of freedom from all problems. The more we relate to Isvara, we are free from problems. Therefore, Amritasya Pratishtha. Ishvara is the Pratishtha, the repository of Amrita, of freedom from problems. Now, what kind of Amrita? Avyayasya. Avyayasya is adjective to Amritasya. There can be a relative freedom from problem. For example, when we are intoxicated, drink alcohol, or take some intoxicant, we can be temporarily free from problems. There is a temporary freedom. In fact, it is not a true freedom. We are just not aware of the problem. That's it. But it is, even if you consider it as a freedom from problem, it is temporary. It is not lasting. We want lasting freedom from the problem of samsara. The lasting freedom is called avyayasya amritasya, the amrita which is avyaya, which is free from change, free from diminishing, free from decline. Aham avyayasya amritasya pratishtha. Isvara is the repository of avyaya amrita, absolute and permanent freedom from all problems. Therefore, as a solution to all our problems, we need to take refuge at Ishvara. Then, Shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya ekantikasya cha. Second line. Sukhasya ekantikasya cha. Aikantikasya sukhasya. We want happiness, sukha. Nobody will say, I do not want sukha. All of us seek happiness, sukha. Now, the sense objects, the material objects cannot promise permanent happiness because the object itself is impermanent. An impermanent object cannot promise permanent happiness. It is like permanent job. The company itself is not permanent. How can it offer permanent job? Similarly, none of the sense objects, none of the material objects can promise permanent happiness. Therefore, way to find permanent happiness. Ishvara is the repository of permanent happiness, the source of permanent happiness. Aikantika sukha. Aikantika means permanent. The happiness which is not subject to fluctuations. Happiness which is not dependent on variables. That kind of a sukha is called aikantika sukha. ऐकान्तिकस्य सुखस्य pratishtha. Isvara is the locus of aikantika sukha. Therefore, if you seek happiness, the true happiness, permanent happiness, lasting happiness, seek it in Ishvara. Shashvatasya dharmasya cha pratishtha. This is also important. There is something called dharma. The word dharma is not properly understood nowadays because most of the people think dharma means religion. Any religion is dharma. If you look into the traditional meaning of dharma, it is not so. Dharma is a cosmic law. Just like we have the traffic rules, the law of the land, the local government has made some traffic rules. If I follow the traffic rules properly, I can reach my destination safe. But suppose I break the traffic rules, I compromise with the traffic rules, I will have to suffer the consequences. Either I may meet with an accident or the traffic police can penalize me. The traffic rules are meant for sustaining the order in the movement of vehicles, in transport. It is meant for safety of the commuters. Similarly, to sustain the universe, to sustain the harmony of the universe, there is cosmic law. The cosmic law is dharma. And that cosmic law decides what is going to be the result of an action that I do. If I do a proper action, I'm going to derive the benefit. On the other hand, if I do a wrong action from the standpoint of dharma, I'm going to lose. there are invisible effects of our actions. Certain actions facilitate my spiritual progress, whereas certain other actions may lead to my spiritual downfall. This, this is in accordance with the cosmic laws, and the cosmic law is Dharma. And who created Dharma? The Dharma has been there the moment the universe came into being. Therefore, it didn't begin at a point in time. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Shashvatasya dharmasya. The dharma is Shashvata, eternal. It will last as long as the universe lasts. And according to our Shastras, the universe is cyclic. The universe came into being at the beginning of this cycle of creation. It will resolve into its cause once again. And once again, it will emerge another cycle. Therefore, Srishti, Sthiti, and Laya. Srishti, origin, then Sthiti, sustenance for a length of time, and Pralaya, resolution. This will keep happening. Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya, and so on. Therefore, the universe as a cycle is eternal. Therefore, the dharma which governs the universe is also. Therefore, Krishna says, Shashvatasya dharmasya. There is Shashvata dharma. The dharma is Shashvata. The Shashvata dharma is called Sanatana dharma, the eternal dharma. Now, how to know what is dharma? In the sense, what is right action? What kind of action contributes to my spiritual progress? And what kind of action is a violation of dharma? How to know this? Let's take the example of an electronic device. For example, your mobile smartphone. Who has to tell you how to make use of the smartphone? The maker, the manufacturer has given a user manual along with the smartphone. It came in the same box when you bought the smartphone. Because the manufacturer of the smartphone knows well how to use it properly, what is the right use and what is the wrong use. Similarly, the maker of the universe has given the Dharma, has revealed the Dharma right in the beginning of creation in the form of a manual, a user manual. And the user manual is the source to know Dharma, source for the knowledge of Dharma. And it is called the Vedas. Vedas didn't come a few centuries ago in time. Vedas came during the beginning of the universe. They are the source, the pramana to know the Dharma. What is going to be spiritually beneficial to me? What kind of actions are going to lead, going to contribute to my spiritual progress? And what kind of action is going to cause spiritual downfall? The Vedas reveal them. The Vedas are the primary source for Dharma. Therefore, the Smriti says, Vedokhilo Dharma Moolam. The Vedas are Dharma Moola, the primary source of Dharma. Then all other Shastras, whether it is Mahabharata, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, and so many other Smritis, all of them are based on the teaching of the Vedas. Now, the Dharma, why should we know Dharma and why should we follow Dharma? The purpose of Dharma is twofold. Number one, to be happy in life. If we have to be happy in this life, as well as in the next life, we need to practice Dharma. Because so many variables in life, like even the natural resources, the material resources, depend on Dharma. Therefore, to be happy in this life, as well as in the next lives to come, we need to adhere to Dharma. This is the first purpose of Dharma. But there is a greater purpose of Dharma. It is to attain the ultimate goal of life. The spiritual growth has to culminate in the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal, as we have seen before, is the Isvara. The Dharma has to culminate in arriving at Isvara. Arrival at Isvara is called moksha. Therefore, Dharma has to culminate in moksha. That is the purpose of Dharma. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Aham shashvatasya dharmasya pratishtha. I am the pratishtha, the culmination point of shashvata dharma. All the practice of dharma, all the good deeds that we do has to lead us to Ishvara. That is the purpose of dharma. Therefore, since Ishvara is the ultimate goal of life, the ultimate goal of life is called Parama Purushartha, which is called moksha. The moksha is in Ishvara. Ishvara is the repository of moksha. Therefore, Ishvara deserves to be resorted to. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.